How are you doing? Today we will discuss about how to speak English fluently. I think this topic is not new, right? But today I will help you to point out what is the very important, the key to help you become excellent English speaker. Now, let me ask you. Do you translate to Vietnamese when you speak English? Do you think nói cái từ đó trong tiếng Anh làm sao ta? Do you think that? And then you translate to English. Okay. Rồi bây giờ mình nói bên tiếng Việt rồi, bây giờ mình chuyển qua tiếng Anh thì nói làm sao ta? Do you still do that? If you still do that, sadly, you're still not an excellent English speaker. Because you know what? The key to help you speak very fluently is thinking English. If you still translate to Vietnamese, if you still use Vietnamese in your head, whenever you speak English, you are not going to improve your English. I would say that. Because you know what? In the real conversation, you don't have much time to think. You don't have time to translate to Vietnamese and then translate to English and then Vietnamese, English, Vietnamese, English. And then, you know what? Non-conversation happens this way. You want to speak English well? You need to train yourself thinking in English. Because it will help you respond immediately. Whenever people ask you in English, you can reply very fast, rapidly, without thinking. And that's how the conversation keep going, right? Of course, you are going to make mistake. That's normal. Because when you speak without thinking here, I mean you only focus on idea. What you want to say. It's not about grammar, about vocabulary. No, that's not what you are going to focus during the conversation, the real conversation. That's what I mean about without thinking, right? Without thinking means you don't have much time, right? And when you speak without thinking, you are going to make mistake. We are non-native speaker, and we all English learner, right? If you speak without mistake, actually, no one speaks English without mistake, even native speaker. So don't worry, don't be afraid about your mistake. Mistake is good, I would say. I encourage you to make mistake. Oops, sorry. Yeah, you make mistake, it's normal. Because you are English learner, right? You're going to make mistake. If people judge you or criticize you about your mistake, okay. Be away from them, okay? Go away from them. Or you can talk to them, you can tell them, I don't worry, I don't care. If you don't make mistake, that's yours. But in my case, I want to make mistake. That's what you're going to say. All right, make mistakes is good, I would say. In a real conversation, what you need to focus only your idea. All right? And when you speak without thinking, you will speak more naturally, okay? And your partner, the people that are speaking with you, they can feel the emotion, your feeling in your story, in what you're saying, sharing with them. So, how can you do that? How can you train yourself to think in English only? Actually, we have a lot of methods, a lot of ways. It depends on person, but Now I will recommend some ways to help you think in English. And that's what I'm using right now. You can use English as your life, as your native language. By connecting with English every single day, you can train your mind thinking in English, asking questions in English. And even down on the street, right? You can look at a traffic light and then you count in English, not Vietnamese anymore. That's how you get familiar with English more and more and more. Right? And for addition, like you can read English, you can watch movie in English, you can listen to English. Lots of things you can do with English in order to live with English, in order to think in English. That's what I'm doing. Train yourself. Form the habit of thinking in English. And remember, don't use Vietnamese dictionary. Don't use it. It's not going to help you. You want to think in English, right? You want to use English as native speaker. Use the English dictionary. The words you don't know or difficult, you look at explanation. You look at that, you look at the word, which one was difficult, which is difficult, and then try to understand the meaning, what they explain to you in the dictionary. And that's how you train your mind thinking in English. That's how you get familiar and you turn English become your native language. All right, I would say that the foundation for being an excellent English speaker is thinking in English. Very beginning. The more you translate to Vietnamese, the more you get in trouble with your English learning. All right, if you have any question or you have any common ideas about the foundation to be an excellent English speaker, you can comment below or you can ask me directly. I'm willing to answer. All right, thanks for watching and hope to see you next time.